All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful and exciting and incredible episode of
Tunesday.
Tunesday, the day we build music from scratch. Tuesday number 361. I feel like I should say the number at the start from now on. I mean, I guess I waited 360 in to say it. I didn't even really put the number for a while until someone suggested that I do that on every Twitch stream. And I've just rename the YouTube videos and start numbering them. That implies we're doing 1,000 or 100 or 500 and we're going to a certain goal. I have no idea how long Tuesday will go for, but today we are going to make some chiptune because of a couple of reasons. Number one, it's been a while. Number two, I got so distracted by that incredible song. Number two is I want something chiller. The last two Tuesdays I did involved me singing. Hell, the last one involved me singing falsetto, so that was questionable. But we got through it. We made it, and the track turned out pretty good, I think. And so I want to do something where the computer does most of the work. Or, I mean, I'll do the creative part, but the computer will do the playing part, at least. And chiptune is definitely that. And I also want to do, like, a chiller chiptune track because a lot of the chiptune I do sometimes is intense or like it's boss battle music or maybe not boss battle music, but like the happy village that you're walking through. And sure, that could be chill, but I guess I want to go, I guess I'm saying like dark chill in a way. So maybe it's going to be in minor. Maybe it will be a little bit sadder. Maybe instead of like the happy, chill, sunny village, it's actually just like a somber town where it's always raining and it's I don't know, jazzier. I don't know how to describe it more than that. Well, that's just the vision I see going forward, and as far as whether the music ends up following that path or not, we will find out. I've got a few options. Wait, what am I doing? No, I want presets, right? Yeah, I want these. Let's do pulse poly. That's a classic. Let's do triangle mono for like a bass. We got drum sounds. We'll put or did we just replace that? Because I double clicked. I think it did. So we'll just need another one of these. This is poly, drums, noise, try. Those are the pillars of our chiptune. We're going to start on the poly. Actually, I'm going to take the whole thing, too, and turn it down because I have no idea how loud these are, and they usually are pretty loud. Oh, that's not so bad now. Okay. Not that bad. We go a little lower, though. Okay. I don't want to just do the poly one wrong. Hang on. I don't want to stop selecting them all. There we go. I don't want to just do the poly one as is, right? Here we got a few effects that we can change. Scoot. Wait, that already was on. Never mind. I want to start with like some backing thing, and this is mainly what I'm thinking. I want to change the attack. Also, I want it to like release maybe even the same amount. No, longer is better. Now with this, we could also do, what is it? The pulse width. We could change it to this maybe. No. Maybe a little more like fade in. What's going on, Bacon? Yeah, we are kind of taking your idea a little bit. I don't remember the exact track you shared. So we're not necessarily doing that exact style, but we are going to do some chill chiptune today. Hope you're doing good. Welcome back. Let's see. I'm doing an A major 7 right now. I should do this so you can see it a little bit better. Because I'm liking this sound. I think we might just leave it. I'm also not going to be like a stickler for this one. Yeah, I did see it was January 30th, but I was like, I don't know the name or the year. Maybe if I see the, hang on, January 30th. Coin op-in. Oh yeah, that was a happy little one. I know that one. Yes. Well, this is for the cave level of that same video game where it's dark and somber but it's still nice, It's not like creepy. It's not a horror game. That's, I guess, the motivation for today. Upbeat. Yeah. That's why I called it Coin Op In, because it was like, this is just like you go into a village and in your Game Boy game and this is the Village Inn music. When you're going to be in here for, I don't know, at least 10 minutes as you talk to everyone and shop every now and then. So we want good music in the inn. Okay. That's enough of this fantasy game I'm creating. Fantasy game. It's a fantasy of a fantasy. We're getting deep meta on this. Okay, anyways. The other option, hang on. Actually, I want to try another idea real quick. Let's do this. I want to take, I'll make it a mono track. It could actually, mono would be best. I'll call it mono. And the bigger thing I want on this is actually quite literally the opposite. Where this one, the first one is very like long and drawn out, right? Takes a while for it all to come in. I want this one to be instant, so it's good. Actually, that's why I don't need to change it as is. Other than maybe the pulse width. We'll go with that one for right now. But the bigger thing I want to do on this, that'll give it its, or like the character that I'm sort of envisioning in my head, is a delay. Now, we haven't set the tempo yet at all. Let's say go a little slower. I'm gonna just totally guess here, and just 90 is my go-to like slow, chillish BPM. This sounds more like space shootery, right? The thing is if I let the computer play it, it'll do a way better job than me. So what we should do is interesting sound. Thanks. Welcome back, Anne. It's a real simple one. All it is just the chiptune. Oh wait, can you this do like a well, I don't know what this would call it. I have another chiptune effect, and it might sound cooler, but it can do like bends or like bends and slides between the notes. What's going on, Fonz? Welcome back. Happy Tunesday. We'll stick with this one. Sounded fine. Because that one sounds very different. I don't have as much control like I do over this with the pulse width, where I can change it a little bit. That one's kind of stuck. We just turn the delay right on, and I want to mess with it a little bit more too, but I want to get until I don't know what the delay needs to be until I know what the riff's going to be. So I don't know. It's weird. They depend on each other, but then they need each other to exist. I don't know. just start writing something. We'll keep it simple. A minor. How zoomed in are we? I have no perspective. Really zoomed in, I think. Whoops. Oh God. No. Go to like here. Consolidate. I think this is like the length I want, right? Let's just do like this real quick. Oh, well, we could maybe go faster. Or here. I'm going to keep this super simple just as I like can tune in the... Here, we'll do this. We'll have a little fun with it. So it just sort of climbs, right? And copy and paste because I don't want to shrink this because I want to keep this at the same scale. So we'll just do this for right now. I'm going to turn it down. The thing I want to play with is like this. I always love the 3-on-4 rhythm. So if we can get that working, I think I'm going to like that. Let's try this at like... Okay, here. I think I want to play it at this rate. I'm actually going to delete everything but the first note. Just because we should come up with something better, because that was obviously just going up an A minor chord. Let's do like... I want to go up like we're going up a chord, then we make a jump. This is just, sometimes it's weird to just think out weird patterns, make them, and then see how they sound later. It's funny how many times I'll, like when I was in school, I used to do that. You'd write songs based off of like math more, and then without ever even hearing the song, and then, or just like you create patterns and rhythms, but across notes, and then without ever even really listening to what it's going to sound like, and then you just put it in a computer and you just go play it. And sometimes it sounds like ass, but then you're like, whoa, this 20-second chunk sounded awesome, and then you just use that. It's a fun way to write sometimes without like even playing it or listening to it. I mean, I guess I can turn this on and we can bump it out and hear it as we go, but and not to mention as I just hit play like that, then we hear it immediately. So do I? No, I want to jump back down. No. Wait, what is what, a heartbeat rhythm thing? Maybe. Keep that in mind. I think with this, either with this thing or with what I make with this, I guess I'm right now just creating like a pad that's going to sort of be in the background, because if it's either like this, or it's this what will become droney, like arpeggiated mess. Hang on, I'm liking this. Hang on, or I'm not liking this. I'm tempted to even put in like, if I put breaks in it, because like here's the thing: if we play it like consistent, right? Like let's say I go here. I'm just gonna click in some notes. It will get very droney very quickly. Right, and then like what was any of those notes? And I guess even if I were to loop that, you'd hear the I guess the wave, you'd almost call it, of the melody, but you wouldn't really be like, oh, that's this chord, or that's, I love these notes. It's just, you'd hear this. This is the pattern that you would recognize. Whereas if you were to put breaks in it more, I could do something like this. And well, I guess the breaks might be harder to hear if the echo is still going. So depending on how much echo I do, what I'm saying could all sound like total bullshit. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can prove a point. Let's actually give more of a break. Or less. I think the delay might be, what is it set to right now? 3851. Well, don't have it more than the original sound, at the very least. Do 45, so the originals stand out a little bit. I would want to create music on a level of SNES SimCity soundtrack. I'd have to hear that again to remember what it sounded like. I never played. I think I played it once just to see what it was like, SimCity on the SNES, but I never grew up with the SNES, so I never had it. No, don't just jump back down again. Let's go like this. I think I'm trying too hard to put in extra notes that don't belong. I also think the delay is not going to do what I said it's going to do. So, or I need to keep the pattern simpler. Like, if you do this, you can establish it. Well, hang on, it can't be a 3s. It has to be a 4. If we have a 3 rhythm, so it can be the 4 against 3. Actually, that sounds really good. But I don't want to do. I don't want to do this chord unless we try to put the movement in just the high voice. Let me. We don't need to see me this big anymore. Whoops. Yeah, I want something like this. Yeah. Wait, hang on. No. Some of these notes align with themselves in a way. I don't want that to happen, because then they come out really loud. Weep. And so yeah. Speaking of any SNES soundtracks, Earthbound I can absolutely relate on the soundtrack, because that was one game. Like I said, I never played SimCity, or I played it once, so I don't really remember what it sounds like. But Earthbound, I played. I never beat it. I'll be honest, I never beat it, but I got far. That was a long game, or it took some doing. But the soundtrack, oh. The SNES was in a interesting era in terms of comparing video game music, because if we're comparing SNES and the Genesis, right, they're both 16-bit consoles, right, and they went totally different approaches for music and sound chip. And Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, they were all about trying to be real, be as real sounding as possible. We want Zelda to have a real sounding symphony orchestra. Real. It's still 16-bit. They synthesized it the best they could. They did a great job. But then comparing it to Genesis, and that's just the crunch. But yet they both, I don't know. It was Genesis was rock and roll, and Nintendo was like classical. They both were amazing at what they did, but like they just play different genres. Okay, so I like this. I actually want to put a change halfway in, but like maybe just a small one, and then we can go back and forth between two chords, right? So we go. I think you should take Top Gear 2 as a good challenge to use as inspiration. Maybe I'll use my points for that someday. I can take a look at that, but yeah, feel free to to go for that. Cool comparison. I never really played much Sega stuff, but my friends love it. Yeah, see, I grew up with a Sega Genesis, and I had a friend that had a Super Nintendo, so I'd still experience them a little, or like those games, and I liked them. But yeah, I had the rock and roll console because ours was gritty and it was gross. And when you played, like, you know, the X-Men game, it just, like, farted at you. And, like, I don't know. I guess that was the way, too. Genesis had, like, Booger Man and, like, Earthworm Jim. Or was that on Super Nintendo? That might have been on Super Nintendo as well. Maybe Booger Man was as well. I don't remember. But I just remember those ones being real crunch gross on Genesis. And same game, and Sega had way better sound cards. Some of the 32X CD stuff. I think it's all like what the style you're going for. You know what I mean? Like Genesis can't like replicate. Like I say, if you were to do Zelda on a Genesis, like I don't think the sound chip could really do it that good of justice. Or you'd have to do a stylistic Zelda game to get away with that. Because otherwise, the symphony orchestra is what fits it really well. You know, or you know, sure you had the 8-bit sound on the NES, but you didn't have a choice. That was all there was. So theme will be inspired by Top Gear 2 OST SNES. All right. That I will do that next Tuesday. We just go to a G major? Is that... It's not really a G major, actually, if we look at it, because I thought it was, but because we go G, B, D. But then we go to this E, and then we never even touch the D again, except over there. And then we're actually just playing an E minor. So we're going like A minor to E minor. So a minor 1 to a minor 5, which I kind of like because it's different, right? I mean, I ain't, you know, coming up with something totally brand new, but a lot of times if you got a minor, you'd have a major 5 then. So to just do to minor, you know. Like I say, it's nothing new, cutting edge, but nearly all my points. I lurk here a lot. Worth it. Went up in price, eh? Inflation strikes. Did it go up? I'm pretty sure I have not raised that price. Right? I mean, maybe I raised it once, like when I originally said it, like a long time ago. No way. I did not raise it like that. No, I think I originally once set it for like 5,000, and then I realized how quickly that could be earned, and then I was like, and then I think I set it to 30K, and because I know I haven't touched it for a while, because you know why? The only reason I know why is because I've thought about it. I'll be real with you. You say inflation strikes. Inflation almost did hit it. I've thought about it. I was like, damn. People are like redeeming these more, you know, encourage them to sub. I could raise the redemption price or just be off the hook more, but no. No, they'll call me out. They'll call me out on it. They'll catch me. Bacon will catch me. Be like, yo, why'd you raise the price? Okay. We're not calling this mono anymore. We're calling this one delay ARP, I guess. Now we could use both our ideas, right? Or both the ideas that I had, like the delayed ARP part, and then also this like faded in thing. Let's can we fade it in a little slower? Beep, beep. What's cool about the SNES OST is they managed to put voice samples in the songs. Wow. That, yeah. That's pretty impressive for the 16-bit era. God, I wonder how much space that took up. Like it could just be like voice samples of like go or cool, and it would be like, oh well, that's 10% of our of our allotted space was on that cool. Like I swear, some games probably had something like that where they're like. You know, our game's good, it works, but we've got all this extra space, and they're like, oh, we could put a voice in. We'll just be like, welcome to Sega Superstar Racing, and that just takes up like half the space on the game. But like, why not? It sounds good. And people launch the game, and they go, whoa! Someone I'm Discord with probably does. Retro Blood runs deep. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here was an idea I was gonna do. Here's that. Tobit, Jam, and Earl. Those voice effects made the game. That's true. Those were in the game. I forgot about that. They had like youches and all right, cool. I mean those were tiny. They had to be, and they were crushed. I remember that as well. They crushed those down pretty good. Because the screams were just like, oh. Here's what I was gonna do on the delay. Right, this sounds cool, right? We can just test real quick some other pulses. That kind of sounds cool. That one sounds. That one's probably better. I should just go with the original. Keep what I got. Putting some reverb on. I like that. I think it can fade in a little bit better. I want to do more interesting chords a little bit than that. I want to bring in like a rhythm that can kind of drone throughout a little bit here. So So I'm going to start with a snare, because I think I know I do want that, but as far as what I want for the snare, heartbeat kick here. Okay, should I try that first? Well, let's try that first then. Here, I'm going to duplicate this. You know, with like how much like construction and rumbling goes on always around me, like if something were to ever happen, I really wouldn't know. I'd just be like, oh, it's just construction. Like something terrible, like we're being invaded. I'd just be like, oh, construction's extra loud outside today. I can't tell. I can't be bothered to get up and look. I got a song to make. I'll just wait for the air raid sirens. That's how you know it's bad. Okay, we're gonna turn the snare off for right now. Because I also don't really know that I want this kick. This is 110. Okay, whatever. Are you not affected by velocity? That's not good. That's a bummer. It's called noisy because it's got that crunch on the top of it. I remember this one. I use it all the time, and then I listen to it in the master, and I'm like, why'd I use that kick? I'm going to go off and just try to do a lo-fi kick, actually. And it's more because I just want something... I need a kick that's just almost not even noticed. It's just going to be so subtle and just like a... I don't know how to describe it more than just a low, subtle thump. Everything... I don't know. I guess that's what chiptune is. A lot of times everything is so... Chiptune kicks are never really good enough. It depends on the context, because a lot of chiptune is just the raw crunch of synthesizers, and that's not to mention, or that's not to say that you couldn't like do like a sine wave kick and that wouldn't have any raw crunch to it. But I guess that's what I'm getting. But there are none of those soft ones in the packs that I have, or where are there? Well, there's not enough. Won't say that much. I've got. No. Which was the other one? Game Boy. What was it called? It's probably up here, and I can't even see it because I'm blind. Oh, it's at the top. Hang on. Basically that, actually. Funny enough. It's actually literally that. That's funny. I found a cross-reference between my packs. Which one's this called on this one? This one's just called Kick. Well, it's this one. Exactly that one, funny enough. Crazy. Anyway. Where is that? Here we go. What I want, and I guess here's the other nice thing too, is I wanted to do something, like if we're going to do something that is a heartbeat rhythm, we need to have velocity control. So basically what I was doing is I was going up and down. I was like, oh, great, and I can't do that. And basically it was always the same volume for the intensity. But for a true like heartbeat, I feel like you don't do that. It's not like bum bum, like exactly the same. It's like bum bum, bum bum. Like to me, it's like, where's the downbeat on that? I guess I always put the downbeat on the second one, the second hit, because that way you got all that extra time to process the heartbeat you heard. I don't know, whatever. But that would just mean that the downbeat one gets louder, and so the pickup one gets quieter. So is this just the random kick that it's already like better, but I want something like this, basically, yeah, where it's like almost not even noticed. And turn it down. Give this some sidechain compression. Ooh, that's a little too much. Still too much. Actually, let's do this. Can we do click the EQ on? That'll probably like. Well, actually, never mind. I crippled it. I don't want to cripple it. Just actually even lighter. Okay, that sounds nice. Let's let that keep going. Instead of adding a snare right away, I actually get this EQ off here, and I'm gonna put on EQ for a hat, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a hat that I make right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna consolidate this at this length, and we're just gonna call this one. I'm gonna call this bleeps. Because I don't really know what I want it to be, but there's a lot of bleeps and bloops on here. I did want to, before I get too distracted, put the EQ of just like a hi-hat. Because I more want the bleeps and bloops to be, like, I want the high end focused on this. Speaking of which, I would like to look at the delay with an EQ. Okay, so this is something we could maybe, well, we don't have a bass yet, but eventually you might want to do this to clean it up. I'm gonna just do that now. We're not gonna need that low end. Okay, anyway, back to the bleeps and bloops. Because I'm having second thoughts about having the snare come in and do the same thing right away. Because if the kick is doing something really repetitive, I don't necessarily know that I want the snare to do something really repetitive, and I guess that may sound counterintuitive to not have your drum kit do something repetitive. It's what it does. But what I more mean is I'm consolidating this bleeps part to a longer length. And maybe it should be half of this length, we'll find out. But I want to come up with like a more interesting rhythm, like imagine if the drummer is doing this, if it was a drummer sitting a drum set and they have like 1,000 cymbals across them, right? And in between they go like ting, 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 ting. You know, that's that sort of thing. Like that's at a cool moment and a consistent rhythm, but they're like all over the place in terms of the sounds that they're hitting, other than the kick is being consistent. That's the best way I can describe of what I'm going to try to do. These are literally called bleeps. I feel like I have to use them at some point, right? Like, let's try to get something. Where's like a hi-hat or something? Where's better though? Like a there's really not like a decent. Was this always? I think I use that a lot. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna just use this. Let's do every beat real quick. Double this. And double it again, just for right now. I guess a good way to think of this sometimes is to come up with rhythms just on their own. Like, I do have a better, I might have a better pack for this too, actually, too. Hang on a second. I have, isn't it just called like Radiohead drums or something like that? Radiohead drum rack. And it's just like extra blips and bloops. That might be perfect for this type of thing. Actually, keep the loop small right now. Yes. Here. Yeah. Oh my God. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. These line up. Kind of like that a little bit more. Maybe put one more to fill in the hole. And right there we got a hi-hat. It's kind of like a little bit more interesting rhythm than just the exact same hi-hat all the way through on every single beat, you know? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, wait, I don't need to read it. Text-to-speech will read it.
Oh, heck yeah. Slam is live. Time to commit drugs and do crimes.
Wait.
Slam endorsed.
Thank you, Hef, for the 19 months. Appreciate it. How you doing? Anywho, what's happening? What are you loading, computer? Which drug do you recommend, Slamhaus? Maybe don't answer that. I recommend success. It's the greatest drug of all. Sorry. Well, I don't know. It's a toss-up between. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Hef. It's a toss-up between. I read that wrong. It's a toss-up between education or success. Those are probably my two favorite drugs. Also, kindness to strangers is also. It's like heroin. It's so addictive, but it's great. Snare who? I feel like we don't even need a snare with this. Oh, I'm getting too high. I'm getting too high on the keys there. It sounds awful when I play it. Oh, no. We can't play above this. This is probably the highest. And in fact, I don't even really like that. That's better. That's too low. We really have a small range to work with on chiptune, I feel like. That's like bearable. Or else it gets way too high or too low that you can't even really discern the notes that are being played because it's just crunch. Guess this is still manageable, actually. I can hear it a little bit. I can't believe it lets me even play up that high. I'm not even going to do it. I just tapping around there to see if it was even possible. We got to think about how we would start this song, though. But I guess if it's chiptune, it's we could think like video game level, right? And this could be a viable start, right? Let's say it's the cave level. You know, you jump down a cave, it fades to black, then this just starts. And then the screen comes in. Now you're in a cave, surrounded by stuff, whatever. Let's do this actually. I'm gonna cripple our hat a little bit early. Like, what if we do this? What if we kill here, let's try different tests. Let's mute all of these first. Okay. What does this sound like? I don't like that as much. What about this? Probably don't want this because we need the first hit on the downbeat, but let's try it anyways. Yeah, terrible. I actually hate it already. My favorite was this. So we're gonna do this. Can I rip this off now and take this and we actually mute this? Actually, no, that's terrible. I don't like that either. We'll keep it like this. Why don't we kill it, yeah? You can quote me on that, Half. There are viable things that still need to be killed in the year 2023. Are you, Half, saying that you don't want to kill cancer? Is that the stance you're going to make, Half? In 2023? You're just gonna let cancer just roam free? You don't want to kill it? You think you know someone, you know? You think you know someone. It's gonna be opening song for so many streamers. True, it really will. It could be. What are your thoughts on reorchestration of old chiptune tracks? For instance, one of my favorite Amiga games, Space Quest 3, was reorchestrated very well recently. They even released vinyls. I like that idea. I think that's a fun idea. Because a lot of these tracks, they never thought about what it would... Or, I don't know, maybe they did think about what it would sound like on a symphony, and then they had to crunch it down, and then now they're being able to bring it right back out again. But I for example, went to... this was a long time ago, though. I went to one of those, there was a big kick where they were doing video game music with a symphony orchestra, and a lot of times it worked and just made a lot of natural sense, like Legend of Zelda with symphony orchestra. It's like, okay, yeah, well, it just sort of sounds like the game music, or at least modern game music, sure. But they did one where they did like Pokemon music, and I guess like modern Pokemon music, you could say, sure, is probably symphony orchestra stuff, but like they were doing like... old, like, red and blue original Pallet Town, like, OG music, but on symphony orchestra. In fact, I actually left that show early because I started not understanding the songs anymore because I played Pokemon when it first came out when I was a little kid and I loved it. And then I don't know, I guess I grew out of it and didn't play it for too much longer. And then started playing it more, and then meh. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there, Bacon. Mortal Kombat Symphony music. Still waiting for Slime to blow up and get me several $1,000 vinyl album presser. I'd love to press vinyl. I've expressed that multiple times. We can skip that discussion by me. Let's do. Did I have a triangle? Oh, here it is. Here's the triangle one. Is it even gonna sound good? Oops. Okay, give me that for now. We can crunch it. Isn't cassette the new cool thing, or is that already old again? Maybe. Here's the thing, though, because like I don't think cassette is another new thing, at least, or maybe I just knew a guy that never let it die. But like back when I was playing with my old band, probably like 8 years ago, there was this guy that I'll be honest, I would have loved to get us to record like under his label. It wasn't really a label. It was like a cool kids club of local musicians, but they put out cassettes all the time. That was their label, I guess. So they were a label, right? Because they did, that's all you need to do to be technically a label. So I shouldn't discredit them. They were a label, but they put out all cassettes. And I was always like, it would be cool because they're the cool kids club, and they played all the cool shows, and everyone went to their shows, and everyone loved them. All their bands, all the bands that were on that label, whatever. I shouldn't say it, the label. But they always just put out just cassettes, and I didn't have a cassette player in my car. I didn't have any way to play it, so I was like, I did have a record player, funny enough. So I was like, I could press vinyl and I could listen to that, but even if we made a cassette, I could never even like hear it. And I don't know. A lot of the bands, they had sort of like an 80s new wave sound, so I think that fit the cassette vibe. I don't know if that's why people still like cassettes, if it's like more just like for people that are still emulating that 80s new wave sound, which there's definitely lots that do. Can't play vinyls in the car either, though. True. But if you got a record player at home, you can still listen to them that way. Not to mention vinyls you get the whole album thing, right? So, like, I have a shelf on here where I've got some vinyl, but I don't just have it, like, lined up in a row. I have my favorite records turned out so you see it's like a little, like, artwork display on your shelf, you know? Sure, you could do that with a cassette, but it's much smaller, so it's not nearly as cool. Here's what I'm going to do. Duplicate this try thing, but turn it into... I feel like I like the triangle wave, and I think we should have it, like for this. I just worry it's not enough. Well, also, we don't have any sidechain compression on it. We should put some... Did you put it on? Coolness stems from the rarity. True. It's fun owning a medium that no one can play, right? It's like as an artist, it's like a lift off your shoulders, right? Because the quality, yeah, right, because the quality of the music that you put out doesn't matter, because no one's gonna listen to your song, or not the cassette at least. I guess if you release it on digital as well, then they're gonna hear it. So that's a conundrum. But like, you sell cassettes to anyone, and they're not gonna listen to them. Most people probably aren't. Functional ARC car radio player. See radio transmitter. Oh my god, that's pretty retro. On off start select, or sorry, start reject. Misread that. Or that cart record player? Is that what it is? Car record player. Oh, I see. It's good. Oh my god. Don't hit a bump. No, we're shopping for car parts for you there, Hef. That's what you missed. You should go pick that up so you can rock your vinyl. Your slam vinyl once we make that. Okay, hang on. I need to listen to this real quick. So it needs to go actually like that. Sustain down, decay to like there. Dad is the CEO of Nintendo. Don't. I'm sorry. Tell him great games. Good job. Actually, no, it might need to be up. It's too low there. I can't hear anything. People had subwoofers in their cars, but they would have shitty CD players that would skip because the bass would be too loud. I do actually remember that happening. Another problem solved by the digital era. On a scooter. You know what I noticed more? Because the weather's gotten nicer out, so I've been out taking walks more in the city, and I don't know if I just never noticed this before, but I feel like I notice it a lot more. There's way more people. You guys know I live in the city. There's way more people in the city now that bike or jog, and they don't listen to headphones or earbuds or anything. They just have a Bluetooth speaker. And I know that assholes with Bluetooth speakers and walking around with that has been a thing for a while. But like, I've noticed it's like almost like, I don't want to say like almost half, like almost a third, which is an absurd amount of people doing this. And it blew my mind. Maybe it was just a bad day on that day, but it would be like just one guy after the next, and so their musics are all like blending into each other, and I don't know. I'm curious if anyone else notices that uptick or whatnot, or if I'm just crotchety old man mad at the world. I should do that. I should play my music on a bike and just blast it and stuff. Right? Promotion. I could wear a shirt, an official shirt, official Slamhaus shirt. Okay, let's start writing more music. I haven't done much of it. We got a good start though. let's do. Oh, here's something else that we need, real quick, to just help us maybe into this part. Actually, let's go to here. There we go. This music you are listening to right now is Slamhaus. No, don't make that shirt. I haven't. I don't think I want to actually do that plan. I mean, I'll think about it. Planning on it. See, I can't tell the level of sarcasm, right? Is it like you're being sarcastic, you weren't planning on, or maybe you're being sarcastic now and you actually were planning on it and you're planning. My head's gonna explode. Okay. I'm gonna shut up and make some music. I'm trying to decide right now, and maybe you guys can help. Should we have this noise thing come in right at the beginning? Because I could come in like this. Wait, even higher, actually, like this. Or do we just have it like go... later, like, because the other idea I was gonna have was it was gonna be the transition. It was gonna be this basically. Let me just draw an automation real quick, because it'll just take a second to come in. So you say not right away. Okay, you're right. It'll probably sound better like this. So let me try to draw in and see if I can get it before it gets there. Something like probably 11. We'll do 12. Actually, maybe like go up faster. Hang on. Actually, maybe we need to do this. Go out to here. Pull it out a little further. I want to hear it like crunch a little bit. Don't give it the curve. What's your opinion on noise music? I'm not sure if I know. Is that like a specific genre? Oh, I haven't even said this yet. Hang on. What is today? Today is the 6th. June 6th. Noise music. Noise music is a genre of music that is characterized by expressive use of noise. The type of music tends to challenge the distinction that is made in conventional music practices between musical and non-musical sounds. I'm probably not going to be a big fan because I'm not even really a big fan of like atonal music. Like I'm talking purely atonal, not just like, well, who needs a key? We just sort of play around and get modal and feel. I'm talking like I've got a chart and I've got to hit exactly this number of notes and they can't be the same, and I have to truly make it individual, a unique piece of music that has never been heard. I don't like that shit, so I probably wouldn't like noise genre very much. Doesn't sound like something I'd like. What if the noise music has melody, but it's just extremely noisy? You could try to find one that you think I might like or something, but I'm willing to bet I'm not going to get into that. Let's give this a little bit of a curve like this. Also, hang on. Because it's noise, it's just pure audio, pure frequencies, I should say. Let's kill the low frequencies because we don't want those. not in the bass. I mean, you're not even really going to hear them in the noise anyways. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay. So that's a good little start, right? We need a little bit more because when this all first comes in, we have our hi-hat gets a little bit more complicated and the bass comes in, so that helps strengthen it. Fill it up a little bit more. I'm going to duplicate the kick only so we can have a snare to work with. Same pack. We need to change the EQ on it. I'm using noise more myself currently. Got one song that is kind of hard to listen to, but is melodic still, and I really like it, even though I neither can get really into pure noise for more than a few 10 to 20 seconds. I feel like with noise, like I say, noise has its purpose. I feel like I couldn't make it a primary part of the genre. It's like a tool. But then again, you can make guitar music, and that's also like a tool, or a piano music. I don't know. Need to reevaluate. Whatever. What's for dinner? We're going to have these. Good question. What is for dinner? I haven't had a burger in a long time, so I could get that burger. I just ate just before the stream, so like, you know that feeling when you just ate, so the idea of like planning for eating, you're like, nothing's on. I don't need to eat. I could never eat for the rest of my life. I'm fine. But then give it 3 hours and I'll be television. It's either going to be the burger or... Because I need to go grocery shopping, so I basically don't have anything here. I have ramen, but I had ramen last night, so I'm not having ramen again. I get 7 of them for $7 and I'm stuffed. $1 potato burritos. Interesting. One thing that sucks a little bit about Milwaukee is that they try to keep things unique. And what I mean by that is that they are very, very poo-poo on chains and fast food, which is cool sometimes because then you have a truly like local, like downtown, it feels, right? You're going to get some really unique stuff and some good food and stuff. But then that does mean that you got to go really far for a Taco Bell or a McDonald's or a whatever. They're in the city. I'm not saying they don't let any of them in, but they're pretty stingy on where they let them post up. And there's not a lot like in the city. There's like, yeah, it's kind of odd, like compared to, because like I'll go to like Chicago and like, you know, it's easy to find fast food and Subways are on every corner and yeah, I don't know, but a little less of that in Milwaukee, I guess. Yeah, like a Taco Bell by me is like, there is one, but it's like, it's a ways. I don't feel like going all the way to that Taco Bell. And then because there's so few Taco Bells, it's like the only one in the certain area, it's packed. That's the other shitty thing. I'm going to just rant about Milwaukee fast food, is that when you go to those restaurants, because they're the only one in the area, and people still want to go to Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever, they're packed. And then it's like, God damn. And then it's not fast food anymore because you got to wait in this huge line for to even place your order. It's so sad. What's this world coming to? Wait, what the hell? I did not copy the right thing. Hang on a minute. I forgot I went off. We went off brand on our kick here. Let's wrangle us back here for a snare. Maybe I can get a chiptune snare. I do have that Radiohead pack still, so there might be snares in there I could use too. Snare? Oh, whoops. I can hear a rhythm I want to do with this. The snare sound is not that bad, so we're going to keep it for right now. I might do a different one, but hang on. Do I do it right there, or do I save it? Okay, hang on a minute. Either it goes there, or is it right here? Okay, I can't do it that frequently. Let's do it like this. Consolidate, loop, go. These suck. Good ones are these two. I'm still drawn to this one. Now, we do also have a lot more to work with. What I mean by that is like this. I wonder if this still happens too frequently. Let's do this. I'm gonna actually shrink it to this length for the snare. I just think that extra rhythm I put in happens just too frequently. It needs to happen very rarely. So now it happens once every 20 seconds. That's pretty good. That's not too much. Okay, anyways, back to what I was doing. What was I doing? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah. I've got this 16-bit project, which was another I believe this was another Afro DJ Mac pack. But he's got a lot of really great stuff. We already got percussion, so we can maybe skip that. But a lot of these synths are going to be crazy. So I don't know that I can use them in a lot of ways. But can we hear it? Volume might be all over the place, too. It's actually like way loud, way quieter compared to everyone else. I'm gonna grab everybody real quick, and because we are pushing it a little bit on the volume, let's just turn everybody down a little bit. And we're gonna bump this back up to 0. I weirdly like this sound already. Hang on a minute. Bring on a utility, because I still feel like it's too quiet. Send it to more reverb, too. Let's do this. Bump it up 10 dB. And then we're going to lower it 10. Or, well, we'll lower it 9. So it's really just bumped 1. Yeah, I like this. This will fit with it really nicely. Right? So, like, you know, I think the song would start like this. And we can come in with the melody right away when everybody comes in, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe we... Because we get a lot that comes in right away then. Snapshot that just to get an idea of timing and everything. Right here, we got to change. But otherwise, I think that sounds great. I'm just like improving, so let's write a better melody. But as far as the instrumentation, I think it sounds fantastic. Why does it remind me of Miami again? I don't know. But I can hear that as well. But okay, here's what we're gonna do. So here, I'm going to cut. We'll cut the bass. Actually, we could just bring it back in. We just want to rip it more. Rip this here as well, because here's where we'll need to put a change in. The drums could maybe stay the same, but the melody that we do should change. It feels like it should right there. Let's do this. Oops, too quick, too quick. This part matters a lot because this is the melody. This is the part that's gonna get stuck in everyone's head, right? No, I already don't like that. Yeah. It's okay. I just feel like it could be better. How do I make it better? Now it sounds like a... Oh, it sounds like a... Who does Black Hole Sun? Sounds like one of their songs. Keep the melody more open-ended. Yeah, I need to write a new melody. I think. I might just scrap this whole one. I'm gonna turn it off and just play on the piano for a sec. Melody is nice. I think it's pretty boring. I don't know. And just get rid of the last 3 notes in each movement. So basically just these. Is that the correct term, by the way? I think so, yeah. Of each movement? Oh, in that terms, no. Technically, no. No offense, though. I know what you mean. Technically, nobody really writes movements anymore. Movement is a larger picture, or like in a musical term, at least traditionally. I guess maybe, I don't know, unless we've changed the meaning of it a little bit, but I think it's more something you would hear in like a giant grand symphony, 45-minute song, or 45-minute long piece or whatever. Or obviously in other like maybe in cinema or opera, theater, something like that. What would these melody sections call? What would these be called? It's a good question. I would traditionally call them a verse, personally, but I think I call them that out of just my past experiences with just traditional songwriting. Like, for example, what we're writing here isn't actually even a song, if we want to get really technical, right? We're not writing song. We're writing a piece of music. It is only a song if you're singing. And I call it still a song, or I think of it as a song, because to me, this just is the vocalist. The vocalist is singing this, you know? So this is the verse part. Verse term would at least, yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's how I would classify it always. I call this part, at least that we're working on now, is the verse. Okay, hang on. This. Okay, maybe you are right. A less is more situation. Because the other option too is, and if I really was like, that's not doing enough, I could do something like this, right? Bring a delay on. Actually, it sounds good with the two. I'm gonna do this with the ping pong delay because it helps add some stereo movement to the lead. Then we'll just maybe turn it down a little to like. You can still have some FX sound or different instrument where there's now that gap. Right, yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking, where I could have the delay come in. Because originally I was thinking I could actually even have something like... Oh, whoops, I should have turned that up earlier. Like... I could still do that. What if we automated the feedback? That might be a fun idea. Hang on a minute. Turn that on. So. Go up to like 100. Could try the other. This one's just the easiest. That's why I say this one first. How well is that? Can we go back to this? Maybe give it like a little curve. Or, I guess this isn't going to change. I should, oh, fuck. What do I want? Do I want this in more? I didn't play the milk game, but hilariously, I saw it was on sale on Steam. It just made me think about you because it's like $1 already. So it's on sale for 50% off. And I wanted to share it to you and be like, I'm going to wait till it's 75% off. It's going to be soon. And just like I'm that nickel and diming this freaking dollar game. Just to see that it's 50% off already was hilarious to me. A game that's $1 is just save 50 cents now. I really just wanted to be like, I gotta wait till it's at least 75% off. It's just I can't buy it now. At this point, it's become like the upgrade remix for Hef, where it's like I just can't do it strictly for the meme of it. I gotta let it go for as long as possible. That's not true, Hef. I'm gonna make that song, I swear. You didn't hear that. Let's do something better here, though. Maybe actually, actually no. Soundtrack already been worth the normal price for an album. I should bring that back. It feels like it's missing this resolution. Okay, smash all this together. Copy it, and wait, is that actually, oh yeah, this is when we're gonna change, right? Yeah, because I ripped this apart. That's good. And we can come up with a new part here. Let's do this. I'm gonna mute the bass for right now. Let's go back to this thing. So now we're coming out of this E minor, right? Let's go to this, right? And then we go to E minor. So I could go to D minor or F major. Let's try D minor, actually. I kind of like that. It adds to the spookiness more. And then can we go to, I like this idea maybe. Can we go to an F major then? Because then we can keep this the same. We're really only changing the top note. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm changing too much with this. Fuck all that. What's gonna sound best coming into it? So like we gotta listen to it in context, like from here. No, that's not good. I do like this. Actually, can we bring this down a little? Maybe not. Maybe it's better to have the top note still the same. I can imagine right now. That's awesome. Cat's vibing. Vibe on me, cat bro. No. Excuse me. No, that doesn't sound good. We're going back to the D. Whoops. Okay, hang on, wait. Copy, paste this. As I do like the transition. I think this sounds nice. Means I can carry this over too before we go to just a D. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This sounds really nice. Let's maybe just change up the last one. Can we do that, maybe? Because I don't think this is gonna loop that well. Let's find out. Yeah, it does not loop very well, I don't think. Because we're going from A to A, but we're doing a totally different A. This A starts on an E. What if we did that? Hang on. I mean, that's a little too extreme. I basically just went to the dominant. Let's try making it the minor, because we do go to a minor E5, right? So it could work, technically. Let's do this. Copy, or just copy from here. Or no, because we're going to get the noise. I don't want the noise. Okay, so copy from here, but delete this for right now. Wait, hang on. If I'm going to do that, I got to fully do it. Because I'm really just changing the last note. So that means this also needs to be an E. And this does too. That's exactly what was needed. That flows so flawlessly into that then. It just needed that little E to separate it. Just end the section, play the drum solo for 1-2 bars, go back. Nah. I think I'm gonna do this. To me that's enough of like a reset to take you right back in again. I do think you're right. The drums would have worked as well to reset. Thankfully, the single chord change in the middle. It's nice too because it's the one tiny break of monotony of the song a little bit. Kind of a fan of hard breaks. Well, I guess here this can be thought of as a hard break because you can even see it all in the bass. Is look at this just rhythm. 2 notes, 2 notes, 2 notes, 2 notes, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, new section, 2 notes, 2 notes, back and forth section. What? Here we break off. Oh my God, what is this? There's more than 2 different notes in in one measure. So it's already the break off that we needed. It already breaks the droniness that we've sort of gotten into at this point of just like, we know exactly when things are going to change and how they're going to change. And then when we change it one early right here, it's, I guess, enough of a convention break. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste this real quick because this is loopable as is, I suppose. Here we go. We got a 3.5 minute song. We're done with Tunesday. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. No, I'm going to get up and stretch. I need to get some more water. My legs are starting to hurt a little bit, so you should too. Take a quick stretch break, but I'm gonna play this right now. This is sounding good. We got ourselves, like I said, we got like technically 3.5 minutes if I loop this. I mean, we need variety. We still need a melody. We need some more instruments to bring in and keep it all interesting. But we got some good structure right here. It helps when there's so few chords. All right, I will be right back. I like this song. This could work really well, I think, for like I say, I'm imagining a cave level, you know? Get this snare a bit more highs. I think it's the, yeah, it's probably the, where it was something that isn't, okay, that might be what I have to do. I don't think it's possible on this one. That's the 8-bit nature of it, or this particular one. So you still see Miami Vice. To me, I see this as like, you know, I don't know, underground cave, ruins, cave ruin exploration. Okay. Oh yes. Extra snare. You know, I might disagree. I'm gonna keep the snare as is right now. I like its subtlety, and I think bringing out the high is gonna make it stand out more. I'd almost even want to turn it down, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm objectively correct though with Miami. Oh, I thought you were talking about the snare. Strange how we see such different scenarios in it, isn't it? I'm objectively correct though. Got it. You know what? Here's the thing. Like I say, I'm envisioning the cave level, but I could see a Miami vibe as well to it. You know, I'm not saying like, you know, you're not saying something ridiculous. You're not like, oh, this could be the next Legend of Zelda soundtrack. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, you drunk? How? But the Miami vibes to it, I could see that a little bit. It's got the synthiness to it, and when I think Miami, I think 80s synth, and so this isn't really 80s synth, but I guess video games were in the 80s too, so maybe it is. I don't know. Once in a while, I think a slam track is worthy or such great heights. Worthy what I've written some stuff that could maybe be in a Zelda thing. Maybe it's not worthy enough. Would Zelda be very different from the cave thing though? Yes, because like I say, yes, definitely, Anne, because Zelda cave music is absolutely not the same as Sonic the Hedgehog cave music or indie game that no one's ever heard of, and you play as a mystical shoe who's come to life. You know, and you have no idea what art style or Final Fantasy cave music. Like everybody, it depends on the style of game you're doing for what kind of cave music fits your cave, right? And I would say nothing fits in modern Zelda. Your music will not fit unless it was done by an acoustic instrument. In my opinion, like just hands down, there are no more synths allowed in Nintendo in Zelda music. Just fact. Like you could even look at like when they remade the Link's Awakening, right? And they made it all cute. What's the music in that? It's like a small like wind quartet or like a string quartet, like all acoustic instruments. And you know, the newest Zelda, Tears of Kingdom, all acoustic stuff. It's pretty much all like acoustic instruments. And I don't know, that's the style, and it's cool. It works. I'd say they don't need to change it. You know, don't take advice from me. What you're doing is clearly working. Just keep going. You don't need to listen to me. But what's going on, Mixwag? Welcome back. But like I say, like every game just sort of has their own vibe of what the music would be. So when I say this is like cave music, this is maybe Sonic the Hedgehog cave music. Or maybe not really Sonic, like I say. I'm not envisioning exact Sonic. I would need more crunch to it, I think. Or I don't know, because this is a little too spacey for that. I don't feel like running really fast in a level. But maybe some, Metroid-ish, like Explorer cave style game. Yeah. That would totally. What if they made a new Zelda where Zelda is 17 and listens to punk rock and hyperpunk? Would you support that? Probably not. No. Edgy Zelda? Maybe if they released it as like an April Fool's. Can hardly hear the snare. Okay, you're the second person that's talked about the snare. I like the snare being that far down though. You really need it that much louder? Turn it up a little bit. Is there... Okay, fair enough, guys. Message received. Well put, Bacon. Okay, I turned it up. Let me turn it up even a little bit more, too. Okay, wait, here's something here. Going into this chorus, should we do another noise transition? We can do another one of these. I'm just copy and pasting for right now. That, or I could add some kind of crash. Hey, now you're making me think the kick does need to go up too, doesn't it? We still haven't used the poly fade in one. So we could bring that in on the chorus. What's our chorus? Our chorus is D minor to A minor, right? I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Can we... What else do we have on this thing? Yeah, I don't want to do that. We could... Oh, it does have fun arpeggio stuff, but not on this. This is a fade-in chord thing. I can't put arpeggios on. I'll think about that for another track, maybe. No, we already have an arpeggio. I'm getting distracted. We need to focus. I'm gonna snap that real quick because I want to go with this rhythm of chords, but better chords. I like the first one, even though it's an A minor chord, but it's a D minor in the ARP voice, you know? What if we, like, correct it, like... I like that. By the way, Slamhaus, don't imagine a Miami scenario for the song. Just don't think about cars, palms... People in 80s dresses, don't imagine any of that. Don't let it take over your mind and your head. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Ann. I won't think about those warm beaches and the sand between your feet as you look up and you just see that like neon skyline, just the glow of Anyways. Could we do like... Hang on. No, that's terrible. Terrible ending. We're almost there. Yeah, we'll work on it. Hang on a second. Oh wait, here. This might be why it sucks. We got an extra note. We got an extra passenger on there. Hang on, let's try it again. I didn't scroll down far enough. This would be a great track for Outrun Beat racing game, any racing game, beach rally. A friend of mine said this weekend it was definitely David Hasselhoff who popularized the whole retro wave with the song Kung Fu Fury. I mean, I think David Hasselhoff is probably like the inspiration for most modern musicians nowadays. So I totally, yeah, I get that. I don't think music would be what it is, you know, now if it weren't for the old DH. I really want this note to come out, but everything... try that for right now. I want to do more with this though, right? This is a good foundation. Let's listen to it on its own, right? What are the other things we got on here? Nothing really. That's the ARP controller. We could do a filter, and that's about it. So we're gonna have to work off the script here. What if it was like tremoloed, right? But I mean, like, too fast. Up the tremolo towards like we're increasing it. I don't know if I'd want to increase it a lot. If anything, I'd want to like do like a consistent thing, maybe. Like so, it was like I'm gonna try to just do this by freehand, but it'd be like. Like that. So like. Yeah, I'm not doing it very good near the end. I started it out pretty good, but it like start like I don't know if that's gonna sound too distracting or something. Hang on, let's hear it with everybody. I don't even hear it. Hang on a minute. Let's turn it up. I need to hear you. Kind of like that, and I think if I can get one that's consistently the same, it'll be good. Like, what if we started at 6? Like, hell, it could even be that. It doesn't need to be that much of a change. I was doing it a lot. Should it be that or more? I mean, that's pretty subtle, but it's kind of nice because then I would do that and I just copy and paste it like this. So it'll always just keep resetting. Well, I don't mean literally reset Ableton. Hang on. Let's actually, before I just go, yep, that was the good first one. Let's try it where I go a little faster or something. What if I did do 4 of these? okay, but are we making an okay song or are we making a great song? let's see what else we got. God damn it. I like that one the most, definitely. I think that's it. Going up to 17. You need to go up a little bit higher. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, and boop. And then there. Oh, we gotta change the last chord. Because it transitions, if we remember. So it's an E minor here at the end. Actually, we just probably do this. That would be good, I bet. Now I'm gonna turn this down overall. I wanted to turn it up so I could hear it better. But I do want to give it a little bit more too. Like, not just that. The delay might actually be kind of cool. The delay after the... Like a really, really short delay. So it's like, sounds like it's in like a hallway. Oops. Oh yeah, hang on. Let's hear that ending real quick though. Good enough. Good enough for right now. Change it a little bit. Go with more of that. Okay, that's good. Still turn it down. Yeah, that's actually perfect. I want it just so subtly in the background there. You just sort of hear the stuttering of it justness come out every now and then. Yeah, perfect. All right. That's a little something to make the chorus a little special. We can keep that on just the chorus, right? That is what makes this chorus a little special. It's got the stutter poly. We can keep that exclusive. We need more. We obviously need a lead during our chorus or whatever. Do we keep the same lead voice, or we could double it too with another? It is sort of like leading into it. Like here, let's. Let me change those. Hang on. technically, actually, if I did this, I could start on F. What if I started on F? The D minor would work. It's the third. Melody again on the chorus, so it's gotta be good. Can't half-ass it. Did you share the project file so you make another of it? I can. You're not gonna have a lot of the same synths probably, but I can share what I got. I guess the MIDI will transfer, won't it? Yeah. I don't know that I'm liking starting on this F anymore. I'm gonna change it. Freeze flatten the tracks? I guess, but if I'm gonna do each one, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Do them all in a bunch, aka just the song, because I can just export the song and you can just do that. It sounds way better to do this. More palm. Then you just need the MIDI, right? Because then you can just get your own 80s synths. These aren't 80s synths enough. These are too chip tuning. You know what? What's cheesy is I want to make this the lead melody, and it's the worst because it's just going up A minor scale. But I'm thinking about, I don't know, trying to think of ways we can do this, but we add extra notes around it. Look, actually, I might try a minimalist approach on this. Here's what I'm gonna do. So, like, if this is the start of the melody, right? the second time, we're adding one extra note. I'm wondering if this should change, though. Hang on. I actually can't decide which is better hand. I think it might be that. Then I'm going to copy and paste it again, right? Now let's add another note to this melody right before here. No, I don't like that. Try the sixth note, 2 half steps down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, because then we just like leave the G the whole way. If we're gonna do that, though, I'd almost argue. Right? But I guess we could do that. Okay, let's try that. No, no, no. No. Is it an A on every note? Should I do for that one? So like this is basically our melody like growing. You know, you can see it. It's a very minimalist melody progression because we start as literally just going up an A minor scale. And then we get a little more complicated with it. And then we go. Until we go. It's messy. I'm tempted to do this too, so I'm going to duplicate it right now. Delete these around it. I'm going to actually just turn this part off. I'm tempted to find another voice for this though. So that way it's just bigger, thicker during the chorus, right? Notice I copy and pasted the echo or the feedback increase on the delay, right? It is an oops, but it does sound kind of nice. Especially on the end here. I like that echo. That sounds kind of nice. So I'm going to keep it, actually. It was a mistake, but a good one. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this, and this one actually will do this. I'm gonna turn the delay off for right now. Listen to this track on its own. And now we're going to try some other things, like this one maybe. No. No. I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna... Yeah, let's keep trying others. Let's try this one. I'm gonna just loop this part. It's a little too chirpy. I don't like it. This is pretty good. This one always reminds me of Snowboard Kids on the Nintendo 64. They use this sound for a lead a lot. Oops. Some more work done. That might be better. Those actual Nintendo sounds. Ooh, this sounds nice together. I love that sound together. Some of these are. I don't know where he got this one, because this is in the 16-bit pack, and I believe these ones were actually ripped from Genesis sound chip. It just sounds like a N64 sound in it. But I guess it is technically a Genesis one. But some of them are the actual noises. A good chunk of them are. Yeah, I think this adds exactly what I needed. Oops, I had a delay. I don't want a delay. My bad. EQ is what I meant to add. I want to like, or here's what I need. Okay, 4 is already what we need. I just need to, I don't want to kill the highs, just lower them a little on this thing. Because by the end, you can hear. It's a little crunchy on those highs, so. Yeah, I think that's much better. Oops, no, turn it back in. Then we can turn the whole sound effect up. Oh, I might need to stretch soon again. Yeah, we're about 2.5 hours in. Hang on, let me just apply a couple things. It's already on, everybody. It needs to be on. Never mind. Or no, it's not here. I'm having second thoughts on my melody as I listen to this. And it's more my process with it. I was doing this minimalist melody thing, right? Where we keep adding a note each time, so it's the same melody 4 times through. I feel like I get sick of the melody by the 3rd time through. And I get why. It is almost a full minute of the same melody. Almost. Look at that. This would be a minute of it. We're just shy. So, I know some people don't get bored of melodies as easily. Minimalism is all about that. But I'm already getting bored of this one, and perhaps it's because it's so boring. Not to say that it's not good, but like it's just this. So, I'm gonna reevaluate this. I'm gonna mute this real quick. Let's think of, hang on. Let's do this. Delete all of that. Copy this. Paste it here. Do that. We could. Yeah. That's much better. And okay, I guess I'm not doing my thing at all. We just took out. I tried to be like the 4 is referencing the 2 part by having this like pickup thing, but it's a little more because it's twice as fast. It does it twice. While the 1 and the 3 are similar, but then instead of ascending melody, we just have descending. But otherwise, I still kept it basic pitch, right? We're literally just going down E, D, C, B, A. It's instead of going, we go. Oh, Master Artistry. Just call me Mr. Mozart. Okay. Let's copy and paste it for right now. I need to get up and take another stretch real quick. Before I do that, let's do this. Need to bring another instrument there, probably. Oh wait, hang on. Can we have the? No, we don't need that snare. Just from here. Wind is blowing like crazy right now. Oops, wrong one. just planning for how I might think it would end or something. I mean, hell, we're close actually. I need a lot of little details to sort of fill in the holes, and I think. Well, I don't know that I need much of a melody change, actually. That's kind of the beauty, I think, of writing, at least with game music, is you a lot of times don't change the melody a lot. You add variety by changing the way that you present the melody, what voice it's in, or what sort of surrounding voices you have around it a lot of times. And so you can get away with copy and pasting the melody as long as you're using it in a different voice or like surrounding it in different harmonies or different ways. And that's what usually makes it really good. Or personally, I think. Hi, I recently discovered Donut Saudio and Lo-Fi Drums plugin. Do you recommend it, or do you know similar plugins? I don't use any plugins for my Lo-Fi drums, and I guess I am just using samples from other people when I'm doing it, so I don't know if those plugins allow you to more craft your own perfect particular kick, snare, hat, whatever you need. All I pretty much use for all of my stuff is Splice, sample service. Crafting drums is hard, yeah. I honestly, I don't know that I have the patience for it. Like, I can know a good kick when I hear it, but if you're just like, just make a good kick, I would drive myself insane, like, trying to perfect it, and then I feel like I never would. So what I do when I do, like, lo-fi stuff is, like I say, I just went on Splice, put together a big pack, just take a long time and just sift through pack after pack and find kicks in all sorts of different genre packs, lo-fi packs, of course, but try some trap kicks and just random electronic ones. There's millions of people that have 808 sample packs and whatnot. Compile all your kick, snare, hat samples there. That's what I did, and then I made this big ass. This VST sounds strange for me. Yeah. See, I guess that's to me is like these don't when you're downloading the sample from Splice, you're getting exactly what it sounds like. So, and when it's kicks and snares and stuff, they're just little less than half a second blips. So it's not like a giant like 13-second long loop that I'm gonna just go through. I can just flip through them really quickly and be like, that's a snare I like, that's a snare I don't like. Within under a second, I can tell you if I like it and I can use it. And there's no muss, no fuss. So I basically just made these and used Ableton's drum rack ability. And so like here's like snares, right? And this is just a collection of all snares I found from Splice. And they're all down here. And it's hang on, let me turn it down before I start clicking through it because I don't know how loud it is. Yeah. And they're all over, you know. Some are electronic-y, some are more acoustic-y. I don't know what I need, but I've got 128 in this, and I'm willing to find what I need in that. I've probably got what I need. I guess I'm not that picky about my drums then as well. So I unfortunately don't have a good drum plugin to recommend. A good drum machine makers. I hate artists that get addicted to drum machines but aren't good at them. That's true. That would be frustrating. Okay, I want to hop back over here real quick. Why do I... oh, it's the delay still. Can I do like a hard cut maybe? Let's do this. Put a utility on the end here. Utility gain. Hit 0. It's okay if there's a little like reverb. Okay, that's good. I just mainly don't want the echo to keep going. Okay, here, what if maybe we can come up with, hang on. Because our bass is super simple. I like it that way for the most part, but... don't know if this is... It probably is not. If the drums aren't... This is... Oops. This is why I don't use this, and why it only works here, is because I have this heartbeat one, right? So it throws off the beat when I come in right there. I'd have to come in on the heartbeat, which is going to sound weird. It would be really, really short. Actually, might not. Maybe I could make it work. Hang on. Let's grab it all. Shrink it and put it there. Same on here. Grab it all. Good, put it in there. There, okay. I do like it, actually. Okay, and I need to go back into these ones. Shrink them in. Okay. So there's a tiny bit of variety for the bass on the second half, right? The whole idea too of making this like, you know, the cave level of a video game, it's chiptune, it could be used in a video game, is to make it very loopable. And so I'm going to end it like this. And then probably just fade out, because honest to God, if this was probably in a game, well, it would just loop actually right at that point, and it would actually loop back to go this. Actually, maybe I should do that without the bass. Maybe we'll just do that. We just Copy this exactly. Copy. What are you loading, computer? What are you loading in the background? Actually, don't do that. Keep the first node in. The song would loop again, you know, 'cause you're still in the level and you're stuck. And then after 20 minutes in the level, you're like, make this fucking song stop. I made that song. Okay, I think I said I was going to stand up and take a stretch like 20 minutes ago, so let's do that now. I'm going to play this from the beginning, and I'm actually going to mute myself too, and we're going to probably play it all the way through, because we have, like I said, we got the structure, the bass is the variety through it. I do still think the second half needs something different in the chorus. I don't want to change the melody still, like I mentioned, but maybe I bring in a pad or something. I'm not sure. We will see. But I'll be right back. is actually really good. I don't necessarily want to change a lot. Here's one thing maybe. On this, you can hear me doing a little bit. What if we put a filter on the lead right away? Yeah, I like that. Okay, better way. I'm going to do this. Duplicate this. Because the problem that I'm having is as soon as I click off, you hear the click off. And it's very disorienting. Sounds terrible. So, solution to that, just 2 tracks. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. This one. I'm going to call this one lead filter. We'll actually turn that off, but we'll just have it always on. Let's see. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. And delete this. There we go. Cut some of the highs on the bass. It's a triangle wave, right? So you can hear a lot of that high crunch. Let's cut some of that. We don't need it. Because it really stands out in this sort of part. Sound back in. That's true. To transition out of this part, maybe that might be a good idea. I had it going back into the chorus again. You could almost make it like never go away sort of thing. Hang on, like this. Whoopsie. Yeah, we do that. So it never even like fully goes away. It's like it comes in whoosh, and then it comes right back in again. Yeah, let's hear it. Actually, I should do this too. Make sure it's the same note being held. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now we just need something to make the last chorus the last chorus, right? Bah, final, something big, you know. It could be a nice pad. It could be. I'm tempted to keep flipping through this pack. I'm not ready to give up on this because this gave us one of our lead sounds right in here. I believe I stopped at Green Hill something, or hang on, this one. Wait, which one was it? This one, yeah. Green Hills is this one, so I did stop here. So let's add in Guile. And so this is just gonna be some other kind of like lead pad sound that can kind of I don't know, oomph it up. Cool. Not what I want, but cool. You could crescendo with the swoosh so it peaks at the final second of the chorus. I could on the very last one as well do as an outro. I don't want to overuse the swoosh though, so we'll see if it needs it or not. Joe Montana football. So quiet. Everything in this pack is so freaking quiet. Everything else on my track, I guess, is just so loud. Okay, let's do this. Utility. Volume up 10. Now lower this volume by like half. Cool sound, but not really what I'm looking for. Maybe. It's got an interesting decay to it. Give it more reverb. I can do better. Hang on. Maybe I can't. Let me save before I make it worse. We're gonna quantize it all anyways. was pretty good though for the actual notes that I played. Does that square arpeggio have ADSR controls? Do I need to Google ADSR controls? ADR parameters, sound your limiter by controlling your amplitude loudness over time. Come on, my guy. Sorry. Only so much can fit in here. Enough has to fall out. Can't say ADSR is something I use as not a common word I'm throwing around. But I do like that it's in the sound design basics category of the page that I had to look it up on. Simply put, I don't think so. No. I mean, I'm just making it all manually. So yes, I guess, because I could manually control it. Well, no, because this synth does not allow me to control the literally as attack, decay, sustain. Well, I thought it. Oh, just attack. Oh. That's what ADSR means. Attack, decay, sustain, release. Oh. Click. Then yes, it does. A little less sustain might work on the decay. Sure. Let's go to negative. Can we do negative? They're tiny, I guess, notes. Or I mean, I could do like this. It's mainly because it's all through the delay. Could make the notes just shorter. Can do some interesting stuff with that. Oh, I'm not in that one anymore. Yeah, the sustain really, the way that at least this should get it stabbier. Yeah, but I don't want it stabbier. Yeah, like I say, so changing the sustain, at least on this side, isn't going to do it enough, at least the way that this synth works. To get it stabbier, I have to literally change the sustain by, like, changing how long the note is being held, like this. This is the stabbier you're talking about. But I don't like this. Look here, let's play from the beginning. Or whoops. Hang on, let's make the... Oh, damn it. Keep it all long. Let's make this one. So like this, you know, stabbier. I'm not a fan of this. That'd be cool in some part of the song. Perhaps. That's an option, maybe. It's not a bad idea. What about when it comes back here? That's a pretty good idea, McSwag. I definitely don't think the whole song, but I think it's a good idea to bring it in like one part. Yeah, that's a good idea, especially during this part because it adds that variety. Yeah, I like that. That was a good suggestion. Slam still slamming. I see. It's been a while since I got to see. Used to go Rollcast. Oh, wow, welcome, old Rollcast. Twitch chatter who formerly known as Rollcast. That's what I'll change your name to on Twitter. No. You have your moments? Yes. Hang this in the Hall of Fame of McSwag moments. But yeah, I like that. Because then it especially adds the contrast of when we go from the stabbiness into the chorus, which is then way flowier as we bring everybody else back in too. I kind of like that. Because it's like it's brought back and it's like, this sounds familiar, but it's not home. It's different. I'm not safe. And then once we get here, I'm like, don't worry, baby, you remember this. That's what I'm doing in the music, though, you know. Okay, anywho. Did we add... I was going to add... Oh, yeah. I added this. Hang on. I think I need to fix this still. Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah. What's the... Can I just go to this size? No, we have to go to here. Okay. Quantize, and hopefully everybody's... How'd we do? I need to change the synth. Okay, that's off. Hang on. That's what I thought. It actually... Wait. Yeah, I don't know why I quantized at that size. Hang on. Can we actually undo? Or... Screw it. Just quantize now. No, everybody. Boom. We need a final note still here though. Bum. Wait, no. It needs to come in earlier though, like that one does. We're just copy and pasting right now, so let's do that. Making sure these aren't fucked up royally. Actually, wait, hang on. Yeah, we'll keep that. So I like this, but let's listen to the sound again. Come over here. Let's play with it a little bit. We could like grow with it too, like we could automate this, so we'd be like, oops. That might have been a little too extreme. A lot of movement on this goes a long way. Changing the sound too much. I want it more like that still. Maybe the crush a little bit. bit crushing. Bring in an EQ. I want to look at it on the EQ. That's what I thought. You pretty much don't need any lows. Should be doing that. Oh, I do that on others. Now, maybe give it like a delay or something. Maybe that's what it's missing. No. It helps. Everything's better with delay, right? Turn it down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this last chord. Ending like this. Actually, I'd like to... maybe we could even end... We end here. Where's... Mainly, I just got to cut off the rest of the hat. Nobody else is really making much noise. Oh, we don't go... I forgot to put the fifth up on this one. This actually makes me want to not have the bass come in at the end. And no pickup kick either. Can we cut the last of that off too, maybe? We'll still hear the delay. I like that for an ending. Now this chorus still doesn't feel... I don't know that it feels full yet. My original plan was adding like a pad as well through this, and I ended up adding just another lead part that plays when our lead part doesn't, which is fine because it now just adds a melody without having to change our original melody. Like I'd mentioned, it's nice to have that carrying over melody a lot. Makes the listener just pee their pants with glee because they're so happy they recognize what they're hearing. I know what y'all do. It's disgusting. Anyway, I still feel like I need that pad. So I'm gonna do this. Let's go back. We still aren't finished. Look at all these things that we can look through. Look at them all. That's actually too many to look at. I don't like how many there are. But let's bring on another one. I feel like I'm going to do the same freaking thing again where I bring on a utility. We crank it up to 10. And now I'm going to lower this thing a little bit, like halfway to 5 or so. Just to barely hear what this is. Ooh. This is a nice fake guitar here. Oh yeah, that's what it'd be. Or I guess I gotta be like the ink spots, right? do something better. We need, actually, what could be done with this? Back on this again. Okay, but the reason why is this could be still sort of made into a pad in a way. I would just do like what I did there, where I make a chord, but then I use an echo. I take a grain delay and just really stretch out a really, really short one that just gets sort of blown out a lot. Like, rather than just talk, maybe I should just show you. What if we even did this? This is not a good version of it, though. Okay, it sounds better on the low end. Not that low, though. Get too high and it gets a little too pitchy. I'm not gonna do that. We have so many to flip through still. I don't want to. I don't care enough. That was just fun little effect. No. I think this is already like more workable, right? What's happening here? This got switched to something else. That's what happened. How did this get switched? It must have glitched when I was moving this? There we go. We're back to normal. This doesn't sound right. Ooh. This one's already arpeggiated. I mean, I didn't think an arpeggio would be a nice addition, but... I don't need another arpeggio. Unless, hang on. We're still on this one, right? Can we, I understand. I might just do this, actually. Hang on. Just hold this one chord. I like this. I'm just holding an A, E, and another A. I like this. Because, you know, so the song's in 4/4 as well, and it's just 3 notes, so you can obviously hear it's just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But, well, as I say, it's going up 2 octaves, so it's going actually 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6-on-4 rhythm with the whole thing. Or I guess more 6-on-8, because if we're going to break it down to that part, it's more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, well, yeah. Yeah, that would be the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every 2, it gets shifted positions. So, yeah, it's fun. I love it. Okay, hang on. How's it go into it? Make sure the volume's not too loud. But I think that might be exactly what we needed for the final chorus. And I don't actually know that we need much more. Might be the end here. Hang on. Short stabby ones. Good suggestion there again by Mix, so I gotta call that out. I learned something today. You know what? I probably would have got it if I would have taken a second to read it. Now I should just know it because I'm so ashamed. Shame's a great motivator at learning things. It's way too loud. Let's turn it down. And then what I'll just do right on this, I mentioned this last time because the last stream, or the last Tunesday I did faded out as well. Oh no, I'm doing too many fade outs. But you gotta do this sort of thing like as a fade out. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it like that and I'll fade it out. But this will just be a fade out. That's how you typically do game music, because really what this is actually saying is, hey, here's where it would loop, okay? It's a 3.5-minute song roughly. With just 2 parts, and you know, well, I mean, I don't know, you could loop it right there, and then you just basically just going from here to here. And you hear the whole song again. All right. I'm going to save it. And I think that's going to do it for this Tunesday and this stream. Came together pretty good. It's a nice chiller, chiptune style track. I also wasn't like, obviously very, it can only be the effects that would be found like as if it were really in a 8-bit game or 16-bit game or whatever. I was just sort of like, meh. Whatever sounds good. And that's a lot of times the most, well, it's always the most fun way to write a song, in my opinion, at least. But it's, anyways, I'm rambling. I'm getting off course. I need to get some food. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Next stream, stay tuned and catch the redemption done by Pun, which will be a song inspired by Top Gear 2 OST for SNES. So I'm going to need to listen to that. Burger. I'm either getting burger or chicken. There's a really good place that has really good chicky tendies. Like, really good. Ugh. They sell a combo with fry. Oh, it's good. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm eating like a child tonight. Outside. I'm not doing outside cam bacon. No. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to go outside and wave from the street to the camera. No, it's never going to happen. I'm never doing that, dude. Because as I mentioned, I have no way to end the stream once I'm outside. Why did you do it before? I'll show the end outside camera, but I'm not going to go outside and then like wave from the street so you see me on the camera. No, I'm not doing that. That's what you were trying to get me to do before. I can do the outside goodbye camera, but I'm not going to go out and wave to you. Someone suggested. I just meant the camera. Oh, yeah, we can do that. I don't know if I have an outside goodbye screen. Do I? No, I have one that's called End Outside Cam. God, I hope I haven't done anything stupid on it in testing, being like, I'll never use it again, because I'm going to click it blindly when I end this stream. Just you watch. I hope it's the right camera, too. Oh, boy. Well, it'll be a fun little treat. It was a thing, then it was gone. That's true. You're right. I did it like once or twice, and then I was like, no. I don't know why. We'll do it again. You liked it. Everyone likes it. We'll do it. All right, hang on. I'm officially done and saying goodbye. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Goodbye.